the first thing you'll see is they gave me a closed, oh, it's page 9, ne? Or page 6. Page 6, question 1, and today's date. So, the first thing I know for closing transfers is I only use capital, drawings, and the nominal section. And you're going to start at the top. So now, when I look at this, can you see they give me steps? So the first step, they say I'm going to take debtors allowance to sales. Meaning I'm going to close debtors allowance and I'm going to transfer it to sales. Because what is debtors allowance relationship with sales? Debtors allowance is when a debtor I sold goods to brings it back. So debtors allowance is basically I'm unselling, if that makes sense. Right. So let's go look. So I look at my white page, another white page. I look for debtors allowance. Now can you see debtors allowance is on the debit side. Now remember the principle, how will I get debtors allowance to be 0? I go to the opposite side. So I'm going to put the 800 here, you see. So now I closed it. Debtors allowance is now 0. I'm going to write the date, February 28, and I'm going to close it, if I look at my steps, to sales. So debtors allowance is going to go to sales. I'm not going to put journals here because I'm not going to do the journal for this. It will be the general journal, but I'm not going to show you how to do it in the general journal. Okay. So now I'm going to take sales on the debit side, the 800, which makes sense because debtors allowance must makes my sales less. Does it make sense? Okay. So now, again, February 28. What's my contra going to be? Where did I get the 800 from? Debtors allowance. Okay. So, second step. So I've done that one. I'm going to take the sales, I'm going to close sales to the trading account. That's a new closing account that we do for the first time. So if I want to close sales, can you see? It's going to be like a balancing thing. So if I look, what side is the smallest? The debit side. No. And the debit side, basically, I'm going to close it off. And how much is short on this side to make the two sides even? 191. And I'm going to take that to the trading account. Not trading stock, trading account. So now when I go to the trading account, what side am I going to write? Debit or credit? Credit, no, because I debited sales. So now I'm going to say credit side sales. And you agree with me that 191 is the sales minus the debtors allowance. So if in an exam I only ask you to do the trading account, you know that this amount here is the sales less the debtors allowance. Okay. Everybody still with me? So far I know debtors allowance close to sales. Sales close to trading account. So I've done sales. I've done debtors allowance. Nay. What is now short? What's the next one? cost of sales to the trading account. Okay? So now let's see. What side is cost of sales? I'm going to put it on the credit side. And what will I write? What am I going to write here? Trading account. Now, I will tell you, we can abbreviate it like this. You can say T account. Okay, trading account. So the trading account, I'm going to debit with what? Cost of sales. Okay. So, my steps so far. Debtors allowance to sales. Sales, trading account. Cost of sales, trading account. And now, I'm going to close the trading account to the profit and loss. So, if I look, which side is the smallest? The debit side, ne? And so I know we're going to balance on the debit side. And what's the difference? 191 minus 122,600. And that gives me what? Something 400. Come.
68400.
I'll say. And I'm going to write what here? Profit and loss. And you can say P and loss. Okay. And please remember that profit and loss is my gross profit. Okay. So now, in the profit and loss, I'm going to go to the credit side. I'm going to say trading account 68,400. You guys with me? Okay. So let's take a breather and let's ask. So next one. Next they say, and we're somehow going to do the next two together. We're going to close all the income and expenses to the profit and loss. Okay? So, if I start here, the first one I see is interest on loan. Is this an income or an expense? How do I know it? How do I know it's an expense? Because it plus on the debit side. And it's a nominal. So it's an expense. How will I close off interest on loan? I go to the credit side. I say 21419. 28 Feb. What's going to be my contra? Profit and loss. And when I go to profit and loss, what side will I write? Debit side, and I will say interest on loan 2419. Can you see the expenses is on the minus side? Because it makes my profit in the end less. Okay, on your own, quickly close for me. Water and electricity, telephone, close and transfer for me. Okay, so let's quickly look. So far, I closed it like this. Anybody with a problem?
No.
I know I'm going fast. So if you do not understand, stop me. Otherwise, I assume you understand. Okay? Yes, baby? What don't you understand? do this. So if I look at my gross profit there, I have other income that makes it more and expenses that makes it less. So I literally go and all my income and expenses accounts, I do the principle of going to the opposite side to close it. Can you see? Every time it's on the opposite side, and I take it to the profit and loss. That's basically what I do. You can read. Okay, so let's just go through the steps again. Debtors allowance to sales. Sales to trading account. Cost of sales to trading account. Trading account to profit and loss. Income and expenses to profit and loss. Now, I want to close my profit and loss. Why do I want to close my profit and loss? Because I want to see what is my net profit. Okay. In other words, your profit after expenses and other income. Now, how will I do that? How will I balance? Like I've done since grade 8. I plus the plus side, I minus the minus side. And what do you get? Okay, so it gives me 28,935. That is my net profit. 28,935. Now, that 28,935 is the net profit. And let me tell you, who takes the net profit? The owner. And the owner's big account is capital. So I'm going to go to capital. Not Capital Park. Capital. Oh, I'm so funny. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take, please pay attention, focus. So I'm going to take the 28, can you see I have to take it now to the credit side, okay? So I'm going to put that 28,935 there. What is going to be my contra? Where's the account's name? Profit and loss. Can you see? What did I say? We have owner's equity is capital plus profit. You see? You remember grade 8 work. Owner's equity, capital plus profit. And what do I subtract? Profit is income minus expense. What do I minus? Drawings. So can you see? My last step is going to be I close drawings. So I close drawings. To capital. You see, there it goes. 4870 drawings. And I want you to see this. I know I talk a lot and I talk fast, but I want you to hear what I'm saying now. Drawings is actually the part of the net profit that the owner uses throughout the year. So actually, he doesn't score the whole 28,000 because he already used 4,008. You see? And now, when I balance, this balance here, what is it? March the 1st. This balance would be basically equal to what? I have my capital, I have my profit, I subtracted my drawings. So what is this balance? Owner's equity. Can you see this is my owner's equity? And how much is my owner's equity? Did I add right? Yes. Yes, I have to minus the debit side. So what's the balance? 1, 3, 8, 8, 3, 5.
That means 130.
1, 3. Okay. Okay, and that would be my owners. Once we've done that, we're going to set up our last trial balance, and it's going to be a post-closing. Now, a post-closing trial balance is only a balance sheet section, and there's no drawings. Okay, and there's no nominal. Why? Oh yes, I just closed drawings and I just closed all my nominals. You remember? So they don't exist anymore. So I'm going to start with capital, B1. But capital has now changed. Capital is now 132,885. The next one on my trial balance is drawings, but I don't have drawings, so I leave it. Did any of these amounts change? No. So I'm just literally going to transfer it. And remember now, I'm going to have land and buildings. It's going to be B3. So can you see I'm going to short B2. So now I'm just going to rewrite all my info from the trial balance because this didn't change. So it's going to be 88.9 equipment B4. Let me just stop it here a bit. What does it balance on? It should balance because remember now, this capital here includes most the drawings and all the nominal accounts. Those ones that's no longer seen is already inside there. Okay? So it should balance again. And it balances on what?
17265.